In today's video, we are going to be talking all about the power of I ams and how we can use I am statements to transform our concept of ourself. If you have deep-rooted beliefs about yourself that are really keeping you stuck and making you feel limited and like you can't really change or make any progress, then I'm going to share with you some powerful ways that you can break through that. And, you know, it's great to want to take action and create new habits and make lifestyle changes. But if you find that you've been doing that for years and you always somehow or other end up back in the same place, it could be because you have some negative I am beliefs about yourself. And you have some negative self-images about yourself that are really keeping you stuck. So if you believe, for example, that you're unlovable, it's very hard to take any amount of action that's going to change that because that core belief is so strong and it's keeping you in that place of being and feeling unlovable. And the same goes for feeling like you are a messy person. If you have that core belief that you're like, I'm just messy, I'm all over the place, I've always been this way. If you heard that message about yourself at a very young age, then you might find that, hey, I keep trying to organize my life, I keep trying to make an effort in this area, but why do I always end up back in this place of feeling like a cluttered mess? And it's that core idea, that image. Deep down, you have an image of who it means to be you. You know, if your name is Rebecca, maybe like who it means to be Rebecca is someone who isn't lovable, someone who isn't as intelligent as everyone else, someone who isn't worth love. Like if you have those core ideas and they're somewhere buried deep inside you, then, you know, it can be frustrating to try to develop new habits that aren't sticking and wonder what's going on, why am I not able to break through? And the way to break through is to change that core self-image, to really change the concept that you have of you. It isn't necessarily easy, but it is possible. And so the first thing to do is to become aware of what that self-image is. What do you believe to be true about yourself? You know, what does it mean to be Rebecca, for example? And I'm just going to use that name as an example because I like to picture someone when I'm speaking about a person. And so what we're going to do in order to kind of break through and to create a positive self-image is we're going to use positive I am statements. Instead of fighting against the bad, instead of fighting against what we want to change and saying like, no, I'm not lazy, no, I'm not unintelligent, no, I'm not this, that's only giving more attention to the things that you don't want to be and the things that you want to dissolve in your life. So the only way to really let them go is to replace them because your mind can only focus on one thing at a time. And so instead of fighting against what you don't want to be true about you, we're going to decide what do I want to be true about me? And we're going to turn them into I am statements. I am statements are so incredibly powerful, especially when you have some oomph behind them, when you really put some belief into it, and when you combine it with visualization and really visualize yourself being what you say you are. And so another word for this is affirmations. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put together a couple of videos with different I am statements that you can listen to when you're driving in your car, or you're going for a walk, or you just wake up in the morning. You can put on those videos and just listen to me guiding you through those positive I am loving sentences. And with repetition, that will stick. There's so much power in repetition. That's why advertisers are constantly putting the same ad out over and over again, and you're watching the same ad 10 times in a day because they know they've tapped into the power of repetition. So what I am statements do is you're actually using that power of repetition to improve your life and to create positive change for yourself. So I'm going to make an example of a girl named Rebecca. And Rebecca has been feeling like no one loves her. And no matter how much she tries, you know, she tries to change her appearance, she tries to work out more and get more fit, she tries to like people please and go above and beyond to do anything that it takes to get someone to really love her, but somehow she still feels unlovable. And so what Rebecca is going to do in this instant is she's going to decide first, what would it feel like to be completely lovable? Even if it's so foreign to you, even if you're like, I have no idea because I've never truly felt worthy of unconditional love and worthy of someone truly loving me just as I am. Even if what you wish to feel, you have no concept of it, I want you to really use your imagination and imagine, what would it feel like? And you can do this as a journaling exercise and write all of these statements down. Be like, it would feel really free. It would feel like I could finally just relax and be myself. It would feel like I could trust that other people love me. It would feel good. I would feel beautiful. I would feel appreciated. And so now what you're going to do is you're going to take all those good feelings, all of that juicy, delicious, beautiful, loving feelings, and you're going to turn those into I am statements. So, for example, I'm going to share some of them with you right now. Rebecca could wake up in the morning and first thing open up a new page in her journal and write down, I am worthy of being loved just as I am. I am a loving, beautiful, kind individual. I am worthy of feeling good. I am worthy of someone else's affection. I am worthy of being complimented and adored. And you know, all of these sentences, when you first start to say them, especially if they really contrast with how you really have been feeling, it can really feel kind of awkward. You know, it's like when you're not used to getting compliments and all of a sudden people are complimenting you, your first reaction might be to like, you know, deny them and say like, no, this can't be true. This feels weird. Like, stop it. You know, just allow yourself to sit with that discomfort. That's completely okay. But just keep going with the positive I am statements. You know, maybe record some in your own voice or listen to the audio recordings that I'm going to be sharing and just hear those positive I am statements on repeat and just let them seep in. Let yourself imagine what it would feel like if that were true. Dwell on those good feelings and repeat them out loud. And I've said this many times and I'm going to continue to say it, there's so much power in mirror work. I've been following Louise Hay's work since I was like 13 years old. I love what she teaches about affirmations and mirror work. There's so much power about looking at yourself in the mirror, looking into your own eyes, the window of your own soul, and saying these loving, positive thoughts to yourself. They really do seep in, and it really allows you to connect with that inner part of you that needs to hear those words. Because I believe as much as we're seeking love and appreciation and all of these things from the outside world, the person that we really need to hear this from the most is ourselves. Because when you believe something about you, then you find it comes into your life from all sorts of places. When you really do believe that you are worth having wonderful friendships and that you're an amazing friend and that you're such a fun person and that you're lovable, then all of a sudden everyone wants to be your friend, and this stuff just like comes to you from all sorts of places. When you believe that you're worth earning a certain amount of money and you're a hard worker and you put love into your work and you are worthy of a certain amount of pay, then all of a sudden you find money, your income increases because it is in line with what you believe to be true about you. That shows you when what you've been desiring starts coming toward you and you start noticing it and you start feeling comfortable with receiving it in your own life, that is how you know that you've actually made a change in your self-image, in your concept of yourself. And it's a really beautiful feeling, and I wish that for you. I wish that so much for you. I want you to really overcome what you have been feeling stuck in your life, because I know it's possible. It doesn't matter if you've felt a certain way for 10, 15, 20 years. Change is possible, but it starts with you, and it starts with you being willing to do the work and being willing to sometimes admit things that aren't so comfortable to admit about yourself. It's not always fun to say, oh my gosh, I've been the one calling myself ugly in my own mind for 10 years. It's not coming from out there, it's been me. My inner voice has been saying, you're ugly, you're not worth it, you're this, you're that, you're never gonna be good enough. So once you can kind of get to that empowering place of being like, whoa, I'm the one, like I'm the voice in my head. That is me telling me that. And then you realize that you can switch it up and you're like, wow, I can take control of this thing called my mind, and I can actually tell it positive things. I can actually feed my mind and my soul with all of these positive, loving, inspiring messages. and allow that to motivate me, to give me confidence to go out there and live my best life, there is nothing better than that feeling. And that is what I wish for you. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I am sending you so much love and positivity today to just go out there and make today a fantastic day of your life. And if you have any questions for me, excuse me, if you have any questions for me or things that you would love me to chat about in a video, you can feel free to send them my way and I will create that content for you. And also be sure to check out my website. I've got a resources tab, so just click on it. It's pretty new right now, but I'm going to continue to add to it. So anytime I think of something that has inspired me and I'm like, oof, I think I want to share that with everyone, I'm going to add that to that list and you can just click on it. And so if you want some book recommendations, inspiring YouTube recommendations, or anything else that I happen to enjoy and want to pass on, then you can find that there, melissaalexandria.com. And if you're not yet subscribing, be sure to click that subscribe button. All right, I'll see you next time. Bye.